What's up, disciplined investor?
We got Benzinga CEO Jason Raznick here with us.
The man, the myth, the legend, Tom Nash.
Peter Schiff on the Power Hour with us live today. Interesting, different, unique, innovative companies. Mia, you are live with us on the Power Hour. What's up?
Thank you so much for inviting me on.
Jessica Billingsley, that is the CEO of Akerna, the best trade idea resource out there. Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Monday night. We made it. We made it through the first day of the week. Congratulations. Give yourself a high five. Unless you're, I don't know, if you're on Hawaiian time, you're still in the middle of the day, Monday. So sorry. Keep grinding. But what's up, guys? We are back for another night of some late night education for the Ruell report. Ruell Black, of course, joining us. And tonight we're going to be talking a little bit more crypto. We're going to keep that discussion going. Specifically tonight, we're going to be talking about NFTs and staking. It's a world that I don't know a ton about, guys. If you've watched our other programming, you know I'm a stock guy through and through. Ruell, he's multifaceted, unlike me. He's a stock guy, and he knows the crypto world. So Ruell, why don't you take it over? Give us a little preview as to what we're going to be covering tonight. And guys, in the chat, we're doing this for you guys. We're not doing it for ourselves. Otherwise, we'd be doing it at a much earlier time. We could get out.
Okay, kitty. All right.
And we've got a cat. Let's go. All right, that's what I'm talking about, guys. Smash the like too on the YouTube stream. And like I was saying before, Kitty interrupted us. If you guys have questions, drop them in there. We'll do our best to get to them, to answer them appropriately, etc. So Ruell, I guess give us a little bit of a preview as to what we're going to be covering tonight.
All right, I'm pretty excited about this, to be honest with you. I feel like not like we're early, but we're right after early. Whatever that is.
I am not a cat. Somebody throwing that one out there. That's great. That was the best part of the whole congressional testimony. All right, but keep going.
Nice. So NFTs are basically, you can kind of just think of them as like digital art, and that's kind of what we're gonna cover today. And the whole space has been hyped up due to a lot of different billionaires saying they're going to invest in the space, and that just really made it go nutso. And then on top of that, I want to go over staking, because in comparison to dividends, I think staking kind of beats it out like big time. So that's what we're going to go over today.
Awesome.
And let me share my screen. Sharing entire screen.
See, we don't see it yet. There we go.
Okay. All right. So, whoop. That's not what I meant to press.
Nope.
And I did it again.
You did it again. Go
Okay,
left one. There we go. And will you hit hide for us at the bottom down there?
Sure.
I have a little bit of OCD in it. It bugs me. All right.
Damn it. What do I press for that?
For what? You're good.
For hiding this?
It'll go away.
Okay, there we go. All right. So, starting from the beginning here. Like I was saying before, NFTs can really be thought of as just like digital art. It's the same as owning like a Van Gogh, a Picasso, like a game-worn Jordan jersey, or, you know, if you're from Detroit like me, a game-worn Isaiah Thomas jersey, something like that. So basically, it combines the safety of the crypto world and it brings it to the world of assets. And I use quotes around assets because really, Bitcoin should be used as an asset. You never should just purchase things with it because it's an always increasing asset. You should just use it as collateral, as you would do a house or, you know, a great piece of art, something like that. So it's beginning the whole trend of tokenizing assets. And
tokenizing assets is not necessarily new, sort of like you were alluding to. Because I've seen products in the past where it's basically been tokenizing an apartment building, and digitally I can invest in an apartment building or earn whatever portion of the rents that I, you know, staked up the capital for, and that sort of thing. But now it seems like it's just more of a free market for these digital assets. Is that a fair way to think about it? Like a more liquid market?
to think about it, Luke. And on that note of what you're saying, I believe Overstock, they're doing something like that with like these apartment buildings in Dubai with their company T0. So that might be something to look out for. They're actually tokenizing owning part of those hotels in Dubai. So that's pretty interesting. But one of the ones I wanted to talk about today was NBA Top Shot because it's so highly promising.
Mm-hmm.
And once I talk about it, we'll get out of here and I'll show you a look at their website so you guys can just take a look at it. It's so promising because one, it's bringing
Well, tell
value
us what
to.
NBA Top Shot is for people who don't know.
Gotcha. So NBA Top Shot is basically they're tokenizing basketball cards, right? Now they're tokenizing them into what they call moments. So it's basically like a 4 or 5 second clip of a player doing something, and they pick different events and they tokenize them, like the finals, the rookie game, So they pick different events and they tokenize them. And the awesome part about that is, besides it being a digital card, is you already have the NBA is on board. They're sponsoring this, and the NBA is already suffering from cash strap, like being cash strapped, quote unquote cash strapped, because they have these venues that they can't pack to full capacity. So they're actually out here pushing this product, and so it's like the cardholders benefit and the NBA benefits. So there's a lot of push behind it. And like I said, you got billionaires like Mark Cuban, Chamath Palihapitiya, others talking about how they want to build an NFT collection. So that's just really, 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 really pushing this thing. And if I just exit out of here right quick and I bring up their website.
And yeah, I mean, what I think is really compelling about it is not only just the tokenizing of basketball cards, sort of putting them back in Rogue, but the marketplace, right? If any, like I don't know, it reminds me. I grew up with RuneScape. Okay, that's an old game that I grew up with, and players would buy and sell and bid on items. Between each other, and the price of things would fluctuate in value. That was like my first introduction to trading, and it reminds me of that, where there's just a super liquid marketplace where people are trading digital goods, sort of like back in games.
Yeah, and the awesome part about that though too is like they're already hitting a market that people believe things are like an asset. You know what I mean? Like there are already people that collect baseball cards and believe that baseball and basketball cards are a thing, an asset and a thing to hold on to. So it makes a lot of sense to tokenize that. And at the same time, with the NBA being on board with it and the NBA making money from it, and the players making money from it. I forgot to include that. The players also make money from every sale. So these things, if they're sold like 5 times, the players and the NBA make money from that. And of course, the NFT holder. So it's like a win, 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 win. And if you just look at some of these different cards, like the lowest axe price is like $100, and if you look at like the beginning ones, let's see, listing day oldest, you got some of these cards going for like 88, 88K, I mean? Like, and this is a commonplace. And I don't know, I'm just really, really excited about this whole NFT thing. And I was lucky enough to get a pack. I have a pack opening on my channel if you guys want to go check that out. Yeah, so really hyped about this area. And if you really think about this in the long term, the possibilities are endless. There's a company called Yellowheart that tokenized a Kings of Leon album. Now, I don't personally listen to Kings of Leon, and the auction's about to end
Me
in like a
neither.
minute here. But if you can imagine, like you're a big hip hop head and Jay-Z like tokenizes an album that you can only listen to via going to buy it in auction, or like Too Short, or somebody like that. I'm a hip hop person. I don't know, Metallica, Bruce Springsteen, stuff like that. Like it could be something that's really really lucrative.
So there's a really good question. I'm just going to throw it on the screen from Jeb in the chat, and basically saying, so it's a copyright. Is that a fair way to think about it? I think it's less of a copyright and more of it's not replicatable as much. I don't know. How would
More
you think about
than
it?
a copyright, it's like it's taking something, an asset that would be like, okay, let's take basketball cards as an example. Basketball cards, you have to worry about getting them graded, right? You got to go pay a company to go grade it and say that it's worth this much, or it's like this much of a new. I don't know if you ever graded cards before or got them graded before, but it's a drawn out process. And then in order to keep it safe, you gotta put it in the sleeve, and you gotta put it in the sleeve book, and you gotta save the
It's almost like
sleeve
an
book.
authenticity thing. So it's sort of
Exactly.
like people trading sneakers, right? If you've got to take, like, if there's these high end shoes, you have to take it
Yes.
to a place to verify that they're real sneakers. Whereas when you tokenize it
Exactly.
and you put it on the blockchain, you can see the origin of the sneaker and know whether or not it's authentic. I think that's
Perfect.
a better description than the copyright.
Perfect. Couldn't have said it better. Awesome. That's exactly it.
And then there's
Like it's
another
already
question from
authenticated.
Vista here about the albums, right? If they want to release it to all their friends for free, they would have to transfer the ownership of the album for their friend to use it. Is that accurate?
Exactly. And it's like you think of people owning these vintage records or vintage A tracks, then okay, well, I got Kanye's last album on NFT. You know what I mean? Like, and there's only 10,000 of those that ever existed. You know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
so that's the thing too. They have the built-in. They build in with it the scarcity. Just like how cards will say, okay, I'm printing this limited edition. There's only 10,000 of these left. So, so this is something like really to look at. And there's this other NFT thing that I was looking into today. I'm going to get some more info on it before I actually bring it up to you guys. But it's looking at kind of tokenizing the NHL and the golf league.
It makes sense. I mean, I can't imagine that the other leagues wouldn't do the same thing after seeing the success that the NBA's had.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, because they're suffering from the same things, So yeah, so then we get into crypto and as far as staking and dividend stocks. Now, I really love that crypto has staking, and staking is basically like, okay, allow you to hold my funds I allow some entity to hold my funds, and they
Wait.
give me
Before
some
we go
type
on to
of.
staking, we have one more NFT question. Can we get to it? Do you mind?
Oh yeah, sure. I'm sorry.
All right. I just threw it up on the screen from Johnny in the chat. Can we see an example of an NFT? I think go to that NBA Top Shop marketplace.
Yeah, so here, let's go to the NBA Top Shop Marketplace. I can
And
go
again, if
show
you're
you
just
guys.
joining, basically the NBA has tokenized basketball cards.
So here's one of my collection here. This is a RJ Barrett dunk.
All right. How
They
much did you spend
tokenized
on
this
this?
basketball card.
Sorry. I have to ask.
This is the moment he dunks, right? So it took the clip, they tokenized it, and this one happens to be number 17, like 17K of 35, about 35K.
So they made
So
35,000 copies of this, and you own number 17,000 specifically.
right. So then there's a value put on this. And that's basically it. And people can think like, "Oh, why wouldn't you just watch the clip on TV?" It's just like, okay, a basketball card. Why wouldn't you just take a picture of it and print it out. You know what I mean? Like people place some type of value on it. And this is awesome too in the fact that it goes beyond a basketball card because you have an actual cool moment there. And I was reading somewhere. No. This was Spac Attack. Chris did a interview with some Top Shot podcasters, and they were saying that Top Shot's looking into kind of making a fantasy league with all of these moments. How that works out, I don't know, but already they're looking to expand. So,
Yep.
to
And
answer
then
the
go to the
question,
marketplace really quick. So I think this will round out the example of an NFT, right? So there's a
yep,
specific clip, right? We know which specific item exists. There's 35,000 that exists. He has number 17,000, and those clips trade on this marketplace. It's like a peer-to-peer trading.
right, and they offer
And so
different
here you can see,
rarities.
look at the prices: 110, 147, $100, $163. That's how much people are offering to sell their things for. And again, the question of not convincing me there's value unless the price increases. It's sort of like, why are there value to baseball cards? I don't really get that. I don't really get this either, right? I wouldn't pay
Well,
$1,000 to have some clip on my computer. Not gonna lie, unless I'm
it's like,
speculating on price like a stock. Um, but again, it's the same sort of model as to why baseball cards have value.
yeah, exactly. It's just like that. Why do baseball cards have value? Because I used to collect baseball cards too, and it's like they have a value because like there's a certain affinity towards your city, right? I used to have a lot of like Pistons cards. And for people that used to do this as kids and stuff, it has a certain affinity or certain value for them. And they look like they're trying to build in things where they like put a community to it, like the Pistons are my team, and they have it on Discord and they have it on Twitter and everything. So they're trying to build other things around it that normally you really couldn't build around just owning sports cards.
Yep.
And along with this, there goes like a rarity as well. So like the rare series are valued more. And to be honest with you, as far as like how much these things cost, they don't cost as that much. Like the pack I bought was $14, and I more than made my money out of that. And
Yeah.
this pack was like 200, and I'm sure like people are more than going to make their money for it.
And get this, guys. This is gonna blow your mind if you haven't already looked. Some of these digital basketball cards are literally trading in the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yes,
People spending like
literally.
100 racks to buy this digital basketball card. Sort of wild.
Okay, so then are we good? Anyone else have any questions? Because I can't see them.
Nope, keep going. Let's get to staking, guys. If you have other NFT questions, drop them in the chat. I'll write them down and we'll get back to them. But the other topic we wanted to cover today, we've got about 20 minutes left, was staking. That's something we got into a little bit last Monday. We want to cover it some more. And guys, please smash that like button for Ruell here.
Okay, staking to me, I was just comparing it because we all want to have like a long-term value in the things that we do, and most people want to build like long-term passive wealth with dividend stocks. And crypto is providing a way to do that with staking, which is basically kind of like a dividend stock. Like you hold this thing, you hold the crypto, and a certain entity decides to give you an interest rate based off you holding that crypto with them. And yeah, and to me, it's easier than dividend stocks because certain dividend stocks sometimes they only pay out quarterly, which means you gotta if
And
you
can you
want to
zoom in
have
for us again? Can you go to that presentation mode, please?
okay, sorry. For certain dividend stocks, they only pay out quarterly, so you got to hunt around if you want to have it pay you a salary or pay you an amount every month. Whereas crypto staking, there's some crypto stakings that pay every day. For instance, there's a company called KuCoin. They have soft staking, which is literally if you own this coin on their site and you put it in a certain place, they pay you to have it there. They give you a certain interest rate, which is it's not as much as regular staking, but it's something. And the reason they can do that is because since you have that crypto on their site, they can do certain things with it that allows them to earn money. So they're paying you to come to their site and do that. Yeah. So let me give you an example here. If we come out of here, there's a really good site for this. It's called Staking Source. Read Staking Source. I'm probably gonna.
And so basically, you're agreeing to put up your money for some period of time, and you're getting paid to put it up. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So now I don't remember the site. See if I can find it in my history. I should have written it on the slide. Okay, well there's a
history is
I'll have
clean.
to get back to you guys with that one, but there's a site in which you can go on and it'll tell you exactly how much each things will stake for you. And generally they're really good staking prices, like more than 5%, which is compared to dividends is pretty good. You're hard pressed to find a dividend that's like 5%.
Yep.
So that's pretty much it on dividends and staking.
But with staking, let's go back to it for a minute, because some of these percentages that you can get paid are insane.
Oh yeah.
But basically, from my understanding, like the thing to be careful about with staking your cryptos is that if you see a deal that's too good to be true, it probably is, because you usually need to own like some quote unquote BS cryptos in order to make. I mean, like somebody saying BlockFi pays 7% interest on crypto. Like that's a good deal, right? You're holding Bitcoin, you're getting paid 7% to hold. Some of these ones, look at this. It's paying 1,066%. But
Okay,
you have to buy and hold some BS crypto that could very likely go to zero between when you stake it and when you can pull your money back out.
That's a really good point, Luke. And those are some of the things you have to be careful and watch out for. These things they generally call these DeFi, and basically it's kind of like Luke says. But what you do is you come and you swap different cryptos, and you get their crypto and you stake on their site. So, for example, let me find one that's easy to show. Okay, this one is easy to show. So here you stake egg and you earn more egg.
And so egg is some random cryptocurrency.
Yes.
And you earn
literally.
268% interest paid in egg. So
But
that sounds like a great deal, but the risk that you're taking on in order to get this is you're owning some random cryptocurrency called egg that's probably not even on CoinMarketCap, then could absolutely go to zero.
The thing you have to look out for, this one is safe-ish, and the reason I say ish is because they do have 2 audits. So that's something. They paid for audits. But what can and will happen is you see this price of egg, they can dump it on you. And you have to be careful, and they only own a certain amount of tokens, so they can't completely dump it on you. But it's something that you have to be careful about. For example, this one had gotten dumped. I was in this one for a little bit, and it went down to like $45. Someone dumped it, but luckily I got my stuff out before that. But now it's back to 73, and those are some things that you need to be looking out for. DeFi, these things with DeFi is basically you have to catch it early You have to get in and you have to get out, and that's all it is to it. Like, you get into it like for a couple 2 or 3 days and get out, and just take your profits and move elsewhere. But there is a safer staking with things like we were talking about, like Cardano and well, let
And
me
there's a
just give
good
you.
question that Dan G is asking. He's saying, what do they do when they stake your coins? Do they lend them? So I think it's less about them lending out your coins, but rather being able to show more interest in the cryptocurrency, right? So they're rewarding you for dumping your money into this crypto to help it gain some traction. And that's why I think you're being rewarded, which is distinctly different than a program like BlockFi, who's going to pay you 8% for holding your Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever it is. Is that
Yes.
correct, Ruell?
Thank you, Luke. That's a good example. BlockFi, like they'll actually give you a good rate for just holding your crypto. And I don't have an emulator or anything up. I could show that to you guys. But those are the type of things where you want to stake or just hold your crypto there. Um, and we got into this on one of our earlier episodes, so you might want to go check that out. Producer Aaron put up some pictures that I showed. Voyager Crypto exchange, their app, they give you interest on your crypto. That's not staking, but it could be considered a form of staking because you're holding your crypto there. And there are different apps like these that we can hunt around for, like BlockFi, Voyager, Coinbase, that give you money for just having your crypto there or just staking your crypto. And I think in the long term, that's like way, way, way easier than trying to find a dividend stock to pay off with.
Mm-hmm.
You guys still there?
I'm still here.
Okay.
The chat's still here.
Alrighty, cool. So then, last thing I wanted
All
to
right.
go
And
over
somebody's
was
saying that one is on CoinMarketCap. All right. That one is. They're not all, okay? Like, I don't know. See, I don't know all
no.
the cryptos. So
Luke's
Egg is
right
on
about that. These
CoinMarketCap.
things, I could
Yeah.
show you like 5 or 6 examples of sites just like these that have popped up and just like nothing's on them now.
Yeah.
So
I looked at a couple last week that were like 1,000% interest, and there was nothing on them.
So you really got to be very careful with that. And like I said before, one of the things you want to look for is at least that they've been audited, and that's something to look for. So kind of wanted to end with crypto plays that I've been looking at. So these are ETH killers. So I've been looking at ADA, DOT. We've gone over those two, but a couple that we haven't gone over are Matic and Zill. Zill's not listed here. Let me go back out. I wish they had some easy way to do that. It's probably a keyboard shortcut, but I don't know it. So if we look at here, refresh. So Zill's been on a little bit of a run if we take it out to the 30-minute chart. Let's get rid of the volume because that doesn't matter as much right now. So let's even go further, hour. So all of these kind of ran at the beginning of February. So the beginning of February, this guy was at 6 cents, ran all the way to 12. But a reason why this guy's has a bright future is because it's looking to solve Ethereum problems, which is things that just keep coming up. The gas on Ethereum and certain network expansion things on Ethereum. Things that are solving those problems are things that are just rising in price. So there's Zill, And then there's Matic. It's also been on a bit of a run from the end of February all the way to now. It's around like 21 cents now. And Matic is also, just like Zill, looking to solve some of these ETH problems. Cardano's on a little bit of a pullback, so it might be good for guys to grab right now because they still haven't, the network's still not active yet, but it's on its way. They just did the Mary hard fork, and the next thing they're going to do is Goguen, which should be released sometime by the end of the month, which will actually allow them to be live. So also AMP, I'm looking at them because they're founded by the Winklevoss twins, and they're trying to look at making payments agnostic. Like you put any type of coin or any type of currency on there, and basically they translate it into an AMP, and you can purchase anything. And basically, they want to cut out all the surcharges and things that happen when we make a payment with our debit card. If you actually look into it, it's like 10 steps that need to happen once you make a payment with our debit card. They have to like go to the bank has to hold fees, and the bank's bank and our like the purchaser's bank, the person who you bought the good from, their bank. There's like 10 different processes that happen, but if you encapsulate all this in a blockchain, it kind of happens instantly, and it gets rid of all of these fees. So that's one of the things that they want to change. um, there's another one. I don't know if they have it listed here on shopping.io. So you guys might want to look at that one. That's another kind of shopping agnostic where they want to just cut down on the purchase surcharges. Um, shopping.io is another one that's big in that space. And let's see what we have here. I think I covered them all. Oh, one. One is another one. Let's look at that chart.
And then after we do that one, we got one more really good question in the chat.
Okay. Oh, where did my alerts go? Oh, I put that there. Okay. One. Okay, so one, it's kind of just at the beginning of its kind of run up. It's it's right here at like 3 cents. End of February, it's like it was kind of two. So really, really looking for this guy to pop off again, another Ethereum killer. So there were questions there.
Yeah, we've got one more question, and then we're gonna have to wrap it up in a couple minutes here. But this one, it's going back to NFT. So maybe we'll do more NFT next week. And guys, if it'd be helpful to do more NFT, hit the one. If you want us to move on to some other topic, maybe go back to stocks, maybe we do other cryptos. But go ahead and hit the two. But this question, it's saying, if I'm investing in NFT, you're trading it. How do taxes work? Is it similar to stocks? I would imagine so. I don't know if you know for sure, Ruell.
I don't know for sure, but I would believe that it's similar to Bitcoin because they're both cryptos, and the way it works is that it's just an asset. It's taxed like an asset because that's what it is.
Okay, makes sense. And then what other words of wisdom do you have for us?
Last thing is just crypto plays with all of what's been going on in the stock market. These plays are really, really good. Clean Spark, I told you about this guy last week. I'm going to continue hopping on the Clean Sparks train. They're in crypto. They're in clean energy. They have Tesla ties in which they're using Tesla batteries to do to do to do like microgrids, CleanSpark, CleanSpark, CleanSpark. OST, they have their own exchange and e-commerce, and they have Bitcoin on the balance sheet. Mogo, fintech, and they have Bitcoin on the balance sheet. Another fintech right here, VIH, which is BAKK. It's some foreign fintech, Bact or something like that. I might be saying it wrong. Equus, they're kind of like I think they're like more of like a grayscale, a foreign grayscale. Can, they make Bitcoin miners. Eban, which is eBang, they make Bitcoin miners. Nvidia, because they're selling the GPUs.
Good one.
And
AMD is the same
also,
case, I imagine.
Yep.
You know, I'm gonna yell because you don't have my favorite one on here, but keep going.
Because I knew you were going to mention it, Luke. That's why I didn't have it on there. I was like, okay, so SI, I'm so pissed about SI. Had this thing at like $40 and it's like $150 now. So pissed about that. But anyway, they're also like a crypto bank. They're somewhat like a grayscale, but they're actually publicly traded as opposed to on the OTC. Covered grayscale, Tesla, of course. And then we have ARBKF, which is a British mining company. They mine Bitcoin, like Riot and Mara, and Mara could also be on this list. So yeah. Luke, do you have one?
Yes, I have one too, guys. I'm going to share my screen now. Yours is coming off. Mine's going on. All right, check this one out. Voyager Digital. This is mine. Ticker VYGVF. I just put out a ton of new research on this stock over the weekend. Literally, it's long. It's 12 tweets in a row, and it took me probably half an hour to shrink it down from, I think, 25 to 12 so people would actually read it. But they're a crypto exchange, distinctly different they're a crypto broker, distinctly different from an exchange, meaning they connect to 12 exchanges, and basically they make money by filling orders for a better price than they initially quote their customers, and they can do that better than anybody else because they're connected to the most exchanges. Super interesting stock. You can see it's already up 7,000% over 12 months. I'm still in this one, and I'll put the link to this in the chat here.
And I laugh about Voyager, but I really believe in Voyager.
Are you in it?
I am in it. I still got that one share, that one lone share.
Wait, one share. What price did you buy it at?
$2.53.
All right, so you're up like 700%. Let's go.
Right.
So you can't say I didn't make you 700% on one share of stock.
What was that?
So you can't say I didn't make you 700% on your one share of stock. I made you like $18.
Oh yeah, you probably made me more of that, to be honest with you. But yeah, I love Voyager, and the best part about them that I like is that they offer interest on just having your stock with
interest on 22 coins.
What's that?
Interest on 22 coins.
One more time.
They pay interest on 22 different digital assets.
Yep, including Cardano, which I love. You have to go on their site and check out there are certain minimums of that particular crypto that you have to get interest. For example, for Cardano, I know it's like 1,000. You have to have 1,000 Cardano to get like 3% interest, but that's pretty good. 3%.
Oh yeah.
No bank is going to ever give you that, right?
Exactly. And all right, guys, I'm putting the links to our Twitters in the chat here. Hit the like one more time, even if you already hit it. Follow us on Twitter. Plug the channel. I got the Twitter plug in here, but plug the channel too.
Yeah, definitely check out Black Room Investing. I go over weekly stock videos. I do fun things like NFT pack openings, and also that pack opening.
We got the link there in the chat as well.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Aaron. That pack opening was also to just let all my viewers know about NFTs, because when I win, I honestly want everyone else to win too.
Yep. All right, let's do that. Producer AB, let's figure out how we can do that on Power Hour too. Maybe Ruell, you can come on the Power Hour and help us with that. That would be fun.
I'd love to
do a Top Shot pack opening. It's a show we do every day at noon Eastern. Nudity on this channel. Sorry, guys. I have to. My only rule for Mondays, I'm usually not home on time for dinner from Tuesday through Friday. So my rule for Monday is I have to be home with dinner by 9 o'clock. So that's what I'm about to go do. Well, what do you have tonight? Anything exciting?
Oh, I definitely got to feed the wife. We call it hangry, like hungry and angry. She definitely gets hangry if she's not fed by a certain time. So,
All
got to
right.
make
So
that
those are
happen.
the moves. Cool. All right, guys. Peace out. Happy trading.
Peace.
Talk soon.